So we just had a very successful weekend racing this car, but now it's time to turn our focus back onto this Camaro. We have plans on doing a converter swap on it, because the converter that's in it is a little tight if you watch any of the drag racing videos. It doesn't, with the gear that's in it and the motor and just the setup, this converter is a little tight. So in mind that this is still a daily driver, we have a converter that should be better than this one. So we're gonna put it in and give it a shot. Okay, the first step would be to jack the car up safely on jack stands. Next step, we are going to pull this drive shaft out. And just so no fluid leaks out of the transmission, I have a Turbo 350 yoke that I'm just going to slip in so nothing leaks. Okay, I went ahead and loosened all of these. So now, just pull them out. Okay, so I went ahead and taken the mufflers off just because they were going to be in the way. I found out why my Speedo was not working. Cable was broken inside. I just snipped a couple of zip ties. Next to my tackle is this shift linkage. Then I could take the O2 sensor out because that's going to be in the way. And I believe a header either has to come out or be loosened because I don't think the transmission's gonna fit coming down in between the headers. Then I gotta do the modulator and transmission lines, cross member. So let me get to work. Okay, just took the 4 cross member bolts out. And I think I'm gonna tackle the torque converter bolts now. I have this handy tool to spin the motor over to access all 3 bolts that hold the converter on. So let's tackle that. So I just got that first torque converter bolt out. So I'm going to use my handy tool to spin the motor over, which isn't easy with the plugs in it. And when you're on your back on a creeper. And boom, access to your other torque converter bolt. Okay, so we have everything undone from the tranny. There are all the bell housing bolts out. We had to take out one header and the starter is just hanging by a piece of wire. Got the tranny lines off. So we got this handy dandy transmission jack that's gonna help us take this baby out. Okay, so we have the tranny out and we got the converter out. Just been, you know, kind of doing everything quickly without recording, just because you can't really do much, you know, when you get hands full of tools. So let's go look at the other converter we have. So these are the 2 converters side by side. This is the one out of the car. This is the one going in the car. And you could tell this one is smaller than this one. We got this converter from a friend. We're not too sure of the specs and the stall and stuff of that, but he had it in a car with a small block, and this converter was built for a Torquey Pontiac engine. So it was on the tight side, so I think this converter is going to wake up the car.
All right, so this is select performance, and what Harrison was just saying was, it was built to be a 3,000 stall converter for a Pontiac engine, making somewhere in the neighborhood of 550 foot-pounds of torque. And if anybody knows about the difference between Pontiacs and small block Chevys, is there's a major torque difference. So it's all we had, so we used it, and we had a feeling it wouldn't do what exactly we wanted it to do, and it really didn't. But it's just never going to stall at 3,000, you know, making 150 foot-pounds less of torque or 200 foot-pounds less of torque. This is somewhere in the neighborhood of 3,000-ish. It should be looser, so that's why we're going to use it. We're going to find out what exactly it is, but you know, who knows? It could go horribly wrong.
Okay, so we got the tranny up in there, and we've just been starting to go to town. Got the tranny cooler lines in, hooked up the modulator, hooked up the shifter, what's left of the speedo cable. So next I'm probably going to install that O2 sensor, and then we can install the header and put back the starter and get the drive shaft in. So it's going back together pretty quickly, and then just go over everything once over and make sure everything's tight. We also went over, we also installed the cross member back in, obviously.
Yep. Woo! Damn! That is nuts. I think that converter's perfect. Now this thing is woke up.
That is freaking awesome.
That is awesome, man. This is a converter change. I would say it's on what we were looking for, 3,000. I think it's like 3,000 on the money.
It didn't plant. It spun.
Oh yeah, it's fun. Makes me want to go home and put the slicks on.
It's totally different. Totally different.
That's what it needed. But we knew it all along. Sam feels this thing.
Oh my God.
There's no waiting around anymore. It's there.
It works right through it.
Yep.
Okay, so we completed the converter swap. You guys just saw how the car ran. I think it woke it up a great deal. You know, I didn't record a lot putting the tranny back in just because it started to get dark out and we were scrambling to get the car back together. That's going to do it for this video, but I do have another thing for this car that should wake it up. And you guys will see that in the next video. So thanks for watching.